Okay, good morning, trainees, and welcome to Flutter class. We're going to continue from where we stopped in our product details screen on this shopping project. Okay, so I'm going to try to finish up the UIs, yes, and then on tomorrow's class, Saturday, say I can get a whole lot more done. Yes, so let's look at our source code again, and of course the design. Let's see what we have on the design. Okay, this is our design. So the idea is to see that we get a pixel perfect resemblance on our project. Okay, so we need to achieve this section first. The top section having image, and then of course thumbnails with card screen. Okay, so I'm going to make some adjustments on this. Okay, we already have this. And lights. Okay, I'm back. I'll share my screen again. Okay. Bring this down. All right, so I'm going to make adjustment to this second section. There's the image section, product info. Okay. So looking at what we have here, this overlaps this other section here down. So that's what we need to make adjustment to. So I'm going to, okay, padding. We have a padding. See, I think I'm going to I'm going to do something similar to what I did above. So let me return a container. Return a container. Decoration. box decoration. Okay. Let me do this, but then I'm going to take away this, replace it with only, so that we have, okay, top and left, top left, top right, top left, top right. Okay. And then let's see. Let me thinking of bringing in a column here. Let me see. Might not need this one, do we? Let me remove this widget and remove this widget. Okay. So it should be a column before a padding. Column for a padding and then a column again. So let me do it this way. Wrap with a column. Let's see. Okay. Starts. Okay. We should do it this way. Let's see what we have. Let me save and hot reload. Okay. Okay. Going to do something. I think I should change something here. Maybe like in the background color, the one at the top is different. Let's look at this. This looks grayish, light gray, while this is pure white, a clean white. Okay. So I'm going to have to remove this and put in, do I have light gray? Okay, I have light gray. What would I need there? Okay. This element starts, then go over to image section. Image section, we should have, see, yeah, I think that's fine. Let me make this light gray as well. Let's see what that gives us. Okay, that gives us that. Okay. Save and see what we have. Okay, okay. So we have this here. All right. But then image section, let's see. I think it looks similar, yeah. I think our image should be cover. Let's do a cover. See what it looks like. Okay. I should take out this. Do we have? Okay. Shouldn't take that out. Should we take this out? So, maybe we should have other things in addition to what we have. I think in here I can bring in, I think I already have my divider. Yeah, divider is here. Since we have that, next thing I'm going to be doing is, I think next session should be a color session. Colors, this and this, then bottom now with add cards. Okay. So in order to do this, let me see if I can work with this. This is supposed to be colors. Put this as LG. Yeah, textile shorts. Use app title or section header. Okay. If you have that, then let's move over to creating a space in a size box. And then let's bring in a row for our buttons. This is in a row. Okay, not just text. This looking like it's looking like a container, text inside container. So I'm just going to see how I can do this quickly. children. See, I can do something like, let's see, if I take away this box and map it, let's say color dots as map. I should do it this way. Let's say dot entries. Okay, dot map. And you have something like entry. See what this does here. It's index. This is index. Index entry dot key. Okay. And index. To the key. Then say string. Color data. Color this. I can take in this. Do I need this? I don't. Oh, selected. Do selected. The index. Yes, selected index. Color index. Something I'm missing. Yeah. Okay. Selected color index. Let's add these two. Lists, okay. Then now select the should work. Then now let's say option on color selected. Okay, we can work with that. Then let's the required constructors. Let's go back again. Yeah, this is rectified. This is rectified. Now we need to make references to color data and is selected. Once it's selected, so if I should select black color, it should show that the black has been selected. Okay, so what am I missing now? It's better to find this where. So we still have what we have here, basically. So let me look at what we have from under here. So I'm going to return a page to detector. I'm going to return might still be able to work with this, but no. Just take that off first. Return an expanded widget. Let's see how it's going to be done properly. Even though AI does make suggestions, but it's important that you know how or what you're doing so that even if it suggests to you, you're already like, okay, this is what I want. Okay, so with this, coming up, gesture detector, can bring in that tab, of course. That. So if I have the on top, I cannot bring in, I'm not sure I want to set state for that. Okay. So let's see, we can bring in probably child here, can we? Nope. Get a child here. Nope. I get a child here. Okay. So what would that child be? A child should be a container. All right. A container and let's say margin. Let's give it the margin of select dot all size dot use MD. Then let's see if I do MD. No. Oh God. Let me use only and see. If I use only and then bring in a right, and this right is going to be index. Let's see the colors, the length. Okay, I think I can work with this. All right. Well, instead of calling 0, I'm going to take this one off and bring it back here. Okay. All right. So now that we have that done, out. Let me take this off. It's asking for one more item here. That should be the attribute requirements. So the color. Get back to you. Well, just know that I've added colors that I need. All right. Now let's go continue where we stopped. I think we stopped here. So in this section, let's see if we can. We can bring in a pad. Okay. The padding, let's use all. Upsize. Let's use MD. And after the padding, let's have a decoration, because this is inside a container here. Box decoration. And then let's have color. Now, if color is selected, right? Let's have app colors dot. I think what we have there is that looks. Let me just give it primary first, and then or color dot black. Black or white. Let's do app colors dots. Make it white first. Then, of course, we can always make adjustment. Okay, so since we have that, then of course, border radius of this size, and of course we also need the border. We also need the border, right? Yeah, we need a border. Border or if it's selected. Okay, let me use this. So if this color is selected, I'm going to use, this is yellow, this is black. So I want the border to correspond with, let me use black for this. And then this, I'm going to take it with and use amber. Okay. Box decoration, primary white. Do we need a width? Let's just comment that out first. Then what else again? Let's see. If I go over here, this is one. This color, we have color, this colors. We find new colors. I know what to do with that. Then for this selected color, selected color index, then I think we also have on selected or color select. Okay, I'll just use that for that. Then for these colors, let me see. I think I can just quickly create a map here. So let me do final lists map. Okay, colors, this, that. I think I just need like this is only giving me few things. But anyway, don't make adjustment. Adjustment. So in here, you should have have that is let's say harvest gold, and oh, okay. And let's have color of the amber. Yeah, that should work. I'm going to replicate this second time, copy and paste. Then this one is going to be every block. Every block. Okay. And then color is going to be let me use black. Okay. So Let me see how to load, see what we have. Okay. Okay. This is green. This is white. I think this has to do with these colors here. Okay. Something I'm going to do. If I'm going to suggest, because I know I copied this color somewhere down. So let me do something different entirely. Color, and then let me see 0x ff. Let me do for E5, for E5 2.4. Okay. Is this doing any work? Let's see. Nothing yet. Color selected in this color. Okay. Color data. Okay. Okay. I think I'm not used to color data. So let's see what we can bring in. I think we should have a child here. We have a child there. Okay. Let me see. Child. Okay. So in this child, let's have a row. In that row, children, of course. And after children, let's have a container as well. And inside a container, let's have a, let's say it's 20 and same height. Then decoration box, decoration. We have a box decoration. What do we decorate it with? Okay, I think our color data comes in here. Yes, color data. So we're now making reference to this color data here. And then border radius, okay. Border, because looking at that UI, this is a box. This is a box. So we have this container inside this container, and this box is in a row with this text, right? A row with this text. Okay, so let's see what we have. Let's move on. So border is going to be, I think border.all. If we have that, yeah, we have border.all. Then a color stored. Let's make use of gray or light gray, gray or light gray, gray or light gray, light gray. And then the next thing we need is the text. The text is going to be let me introduce resized box. with a width, right? To create a spacing between the smaller boxes and the text. Then you can now bring in, let's say, expanded. It is expanded. You have a text. Okay, this works. I'm making reference to the color data. And then you have style. And this style is going to be text, or rather, text style. Dot tagline. Yeah, so text looks small. So I just use that. And then let's also do color, selection color. Look at this very well, clearly. Okay, let's copy with, yeah, color is selected, app colors dot white, app colors dot black. So we need definitely opposite colors. So if we have this, let me save and see what we have. Okay. This primary, let's see. Where do we have this color? I think we have it here. I think it should actually be white. But if we say white, the text is white. So we need to do something about the text, but let's see. Save and hot reload. Yeah. I know how to do something about the text. So if it's white, black. Okay. This is black, very black. This is harvest gold. Now on the, what do you call it now? On the design, here's my design. Border color, it's looking like green. So let's see. But I think we actually used amber for that. We used amber for it. So let me go with primary here. Colors. This is the border, right? So up. Colors of primary. Let's see what this does. Save and reload. Okay. Now it seems like the width we have between the small button and the text is too small. So let me see if I can make this LG. Okay. Let me reduce the width. Yeah, row width container. No, row between this container and this container. Isn't that what we have? Let me do XSL, stress or large. No. No. Okay. Let's see. When I get in this if I should do main as its alignment, let me do space between. This C doesn't do it. Doesn't. Bunch of cross-axis alignment that let's see. I'm sure we have. This doesn't do it. But the rule is supposed to be able to at least make that change. Or is it because it takes too long? So what am I missing? If I should reduce come on. It's supposed to be that spacing. Okay, I'm looking at the all right. Let's see. Okay. Bringing this weight to C. Let's go select color index. Select color index. This is something we did not add on top. Let's see, only top. This should be select color. Select color. Yeah, on color select rather. Color select. color selected. Don't know what I have there. Color selected. Driving object. Okay. Okay, it does change, but that weight is looking too much. So right now it's on black. Let's change to harvest. Okay. I'm not spending much time like this one. So okay. This is this is not where it should be. Where is the other row? Nothing happens. See, we have right only. So I think we have that already now. I don't think this size is too much for this. So take it up. All right, so now the next thing we should be having is the bottom navigation. Colors. Colors is not displaying. Colors not displaying. Okay. If I do section order, we see we have, okay. So in the here, I think our text is they don't wrap this thing in the border. There's a border padding. I think this padding is to ultra 16. It's supposed to be properly aligned, so if I do this, switch it. Okay. Then let's see. This one day, this margin. If I should take away this margin, I think we should still be fine. The padding here. Okay, padding already. Actually, index. Right. So if index is less than colors.length -1, then use this size. If not, on this size. All right, so that is done. Now let's move over to bottom navigation. So for this bottom navigation, I'm going to create a class. Call this bottom or bottom action bar. Yeah, something like that. But this is so long. STL. Let me do this. Stateless widget, and we're gonna do bottom action bar. Okay. Now looking at what we have here, this actually looking at what we have here is like a container with favorite icon and then a row with a button. So there'll be no need returning any scaffold here. So let's make use of a container. And this container will have a padding. Let's see, dots all size. That's MD. Let's work with that. Then a decoration and a box decoration. The size box decoration. Let's have a color, right? Up colors the white. Up colors of whites. Then do we need a box shadow? Yeah, we might be able to make it a box shadow though, but I don't know. Let's leave that aside first. Then let's get, okay, can't get a child here. Let's get a child. Yeah, come on. Child. Okay. And this child, let's bring in a row widget. Yeah. A row widget that is gonna have children. And what are the things? So definitely we have a container again. Have a container, right? Sized box with a width of that. Then we have expanded widget. Child. Well, this button is looking. We just do something very quick. If I can do this. Why is this size button? Okay, there's no comma here. All right. Then button. Let's make use of that. Background color, foreground color. Adding this. Okay, so this button I think is okay. Add to cart. Can also use a foreground color. Just to have right. Therefore, container with favorite emoji. Okay. Of course, we need with infinite decoration box. Have colors like gray. No, this light gray. Let's see. That's for the decoration box. Okay. And then for the border radius. Okay. Border radius this. Then something else we're gonna do now. I think I should be able to add a child from here, right? Yeah. So for this child, I'm going to bring in an icon button. Okay. Going to bring in an icon button, and this icon button icons of favorite border. Let's see. I'm going to do something here. This is one. I'm thinking because we want to be able to toggle this very favorite icon. So with what I'm seeing here, we have icon. You have the impressed, the grab icon, yeah. And let's do his favorite. Let's see. We do his favorite. Okay. And then this color, I'm gonna do his favorite here. If it's favorite, we need this to be things like error text, red, and then we need this to be, let's use gray, or more like transparent anyway. So for this to work well, why am I having this now? So I'll go over to the top and define what I need to define. Of course, we need this. So I'll just click this bold is favorite, and then when is toggled, final bold callback on favorite toggle. Let's do that, and then final void callback. Add to cart. Then our constructors, we add these ones. Require this, require that, or this, that. So only the on favorite toggle is not required because it's optional. So you can either click it as a user or not. So let's save and hot reload. Let's see what we have. Okay, it's not visible yet because this is a class on its own, so I've not taken it over to place. But if I should come here, what I need to place here is an add to cart, right? So that does the work. So I'm going to go over to the top. Bring in my bottom action bar. Like this. Okay, you can see bottom action bar is favorite. It's favorite. On favorite toggle set state is favorite this. Okay. Then on add to cart. On add to cart, you can just bring in like a scaffold first. Did I say scaffold? Yeah. Yes, scaffold messenger. Or this is too long. Get dot snap. Get the snap bar added to widget, added to cart. Right? We need it at the bottom. Okay. So let's see if this appears on screen now. It does, but it's looking like it ought not to be like supposed to be something separate, completely separated. Let me see what I'm missing. Okay, I'm gonna do wrap with a safe area. Wrap with a safe area. That's the body, and then gonna have safe area column children. Let me wrap this with an expanded widget, and then wrap with single chart scroll view to allow for scrolling. Okay, so expanded that. So single chart scroll view, then this with a column again, right? So if we have that, I think I can now bring in this product info into this place. Okay, and then so if we have this, okay, she'll leave it here now. So let's save and reload. All right. All right. We have that there, but then just looking to, does it toggle? Nothing like that yet. Okay, but the AutoCAD does work. Okay. Let's see. What are we now missing? What are we now missing? Okay, so I think we might need to adjust the height. Use the height. Let's see if there's any D. If there's any D. So divider. Is a divider. There's no space between here and here. So let's add that here. Then let's also add the here. Okay, that brings it almost down. What else again? I think I might have to increase one of the boxes, or I don't know what to do. So let me go add. Okay. It. Like good 400. Yeah, that would be too much. So let's leave it at 3. Let's say 70. Okay. You can do this right up. So I want a situation whereby color changes. when you're selecting. Only for now, only the border changes when you're selecting the colors, harvest gold or error black. But I don't want to dwell so much on that. So let's move over now to the, okay, our favorites. What's happening with our favorites? I think that should be down. Button, okay. So if his favorite icons, the favorite, his favorite text, yeah. Okay, unpressed. There's nothing we're doing for the unpressed. So I think that should work. Why is this long listing instead of just this? Yeah, just have that. So if I should toggle, yeah, those back. But this gray is too dark. The lights gray. If I do that, where is the container that you want? Okay. No, no. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, that is when we actually do not toggle, right? So that means we need something. Let's look at that. This is white. Okay, so let me change this to white. Save. Okay. I think we're missing something. Let me add. I think it's actually supposed to be like a. But anyway, let me just add a border. Right. Light gray or gray. Can we use light gray or gray? I'm going to use gray. Okay. For toggle. Okay. Toggle. Down. Okay. Even though with this, we didn't have to use an animation for this, right? I mean, that would be like more advanced concepts anyway. So just make it pretty simple. You want to build fast and scalable. Yeah, app. So, but depending on choice anyway. So I think we're actually done with this. So I should click add to cart. Add to cart. Okay. What else am I missing? All right. I think that's it for this particular UI. So let's move over to continue with our, what do you call it now? Cat screen. So I'm going to like, if we have this done, I'm going to add width. That width I commented out right here. I'm going to use one. See. Okay. See. Can either select too small, so let me make it 1.5. Okay. Instead of black, let me use gray. The primary one selected. Selected. We just have a switch between them. All right. Now let's move over to our card screen. In our card screen, we have to do some changes. Card screen. Okay, these are card screen. We actually started something earlier. So, card controller. Don't need to see it. So I should be on standby. All of this should be on standby. Go to app pages and then on comments this, and then a card screen. Okay, our card screen is not okay. So I'm going to like comment this, then go back our page. Okay. Save this. Where else are we having red? Card screen. Card item widget. Okay, I said I was going to add this, right? But then we need to be able to see what we are doing. So what do I do? Yes, we already have our models. We already have our card model. Well, because of this part, we need to set up that controller. So let's look at controller C. For this card controller, let me just do a few logics. So this was not suggested by here, so don't need this now. Final. Going to do final. Final RX lists. Card item, which we have in our model, right? And cards items. So defining the observables. Yeah. Okay. This works fine. And then bring in override on init. So I'm just going to make use of, let's say, sample data or something. So sample data. To manage this, have a look at it very well. It's not actually similar to what I want, but so I'm gonna add what I really need to have here based on logistics. So we have ID, then title, price. I think we also need old price. So old price, just such as the 50 $05. Then I think we also had discounts. Yeah, we had discount of 15%, right? And then something's missing. We have color. Okay, we have color. Color, just any color we do. But it's going to be a string. Okay. Then I think that's it here. Product one, product. We don't actually have this product, so I'm going to take this off and just bring in one of those images. Come on. That's onboarding one. So this is what I'm going to be using all through. What else again is missing here? Let me see. The name parameter, description is required. Rating, the name parameter, reviews. Oh, these parameters are long. Okay. Yeah, add them now. Let's add them. Description, rating for reviews too. So let me use this to replicate others. See, so just since it's actually a sample data now, isn't it? Let's make this product 3. Let's make this product 2. All right. So this is inside our controller now. And then, of course, some nice logics to finalize void, add to cart. Void increment quantity. In case you want to increment the quantity of each item for each for loop. Well, let me rather use this one. Let's see, final item, cart item dot first where this. Let's see, let me look at this. Let me jump while here. So first where item ID. Instead of assigning this to this, just give me this, and let's say take this one out, and then item ID. Let's see, we have item.id. Item quantity value is right. Okay, I need to add this as well, string. Yeah. So that's one down. Let me add a couple more functions. Let's say, of course, decrements, if not the same thing. Okay. Void. If we're to remove item. Okay. I think I can work with these two. Then let's say if we are to toggle, all right, toggle favorite, final item, okay, first where item ID, it's favorite, okay, it's this. All right, that works fine. Then what else again? Let's do clear cards. I want to add too many things though, but maybe like one or two things. Okay, let's do double. It's total amount. Let's see what we have here. Return card items dot okay. Item the price times. We have it's gonna be 0.0. Yeah. Okay. That's for double gets. That's total amount. So what if you want to get int get total items? This work? Return the quantity, the value. This deals with total items in terms of quantity. This deals with total amount in terms of price. Okay. So now that our controller is set, I need to call in this here. Yeah, sample data, right? This is saved. Let's go back to our card screen and then let's see what we can do there. So in our card screen, we started with, let's see. Okay, I think I was actually building something when I actually made changes to this, right? Card screen. Let me look at our card screen very well. Here's our card screen. Okay, now it has my cards, the bell. Okay, so I'm going to take this out. I don't need it. I'm going to take that out. I can leave the card item widget, although maybe I can make changes to that. Well, let's see what we have first. Now for this, we'll have our app. Of course, you should know how to set up the app bar by now. App bar title. The only title, I think the only thing there is app title, background color. Still making use of white or gray. It looks light gray to me. Then what else? Center tile true? No. Center tile is not true. We don't need it. Elevation? No. I don't need it. It's almost like very flat or something. Yeah. Okay. I think I can bring in something like title. Okay, we already have title there. My cart. Okay. App title. And then okay. I think that's actually said already. Don't need all of this. I'm going to bring in so we call action. This action is going to be an icon button with a icons dot what? Delete? No. Use notification. Notification. It's because of this. Do we need a color for the notification? No. Do we? Even if we do, this should be black. Black. Then we need to see what we are doing, right? So what to do now? I'm going to head over to hot controller, then navigate to card screen. Then I'm going to restart the app entirely. Okay. So if I should start the app, just enter password and login. Okay, so we have my card. Okay. This text is, if I use section header, let's see what that gives us. Okay. Then of course we have button, notification icon. Okay, so since we have that, the next thing we need is this background is supposed to be light gray. So I'll just have one color or true. So this is having one thing in common, a card. All of the images are on the left, then you have text in between, then this to the bottom right. Yes, and it's repeated the same always, only that the images are different. The pricing different, name of the product different, the colors different. Yes, except for the favorite icon which user toggles, right? So let's see what we can do. So now we are on the bottom now, because there's nothing to actually press on that. So let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, so the next thing we'll have is our body. And this body is going to have a column, widgets, a column, children. This children is going to have, so let's bring in the cart item list, right? The cart item list. Let's see. Cart items list. Okay. So we will have that. Let's have an expanded, because it's going to be taking a lot. So this expanded is going to have a child of, let's wrap this in OBX, right? List view builder. Yeah. This is because I don't want to actually be bringing in like one product, 2 products, 3 products repeatedly. So this just brings out a whole lot. Okay, so this now we'll have list view builder, item count, the length. Okay, you see why we need the controller, right? And then let's see. We're not having a padding here, but I need a padding. So I think we should be able to have a padding here. Our size.lg. Okay, let's me do this. Then the item count. So for these, I have to like produce, what do you call it now? I need to make reference to that controller, or where it's going to be definitely at the top. So final, okay. I'm gonna import this, and then import this final card controller. But I want to be specific, so this will do. And then once this is done, I can go over to my bindings, and then I'll comment this, save, then go to my app pages, and also I'll comment this, save, and card screen, and ensure that everything is intact. Okay, you can see that the card controller error that was being thrown is now resolved. So final item card controller to card items index of each card item. Okay, so return card item widget. Now this card item widget was what I initially did. All right. So we have card item on quantity change, on favorite toggle, on remove. I'm not sure I added remove though on the controller method, a remove method, the controller file. But let's see what we can do first. Let's see what we can make up with this suggestion. So return card and widget item on quantity change quantity. Okay. So I'm going to do some changes here. For here, I'm going to say if quantity, right, is greater than item dot quantity dot value, right? Then what should we have? We'll have cards controller dot increment quantity. Yeah, increment quantity. Item dot ID. Okay, so that one is fixed. Let's take this one off. Don't need that. Yeah. So that's done. Now then, else, I'm gonna do else. Decrement, okay. Decrement quantity. Then on favorite toggle, we have card controller toggle favorite. Okay. Then I'll remove item. Okay. So did I add remove? Okay, we have remove here. I think I added remove. And I remember I recall. So we have this. If we save, are we going to get that controller or this? Which I know I've actually done this, but I need to restart again because these are things that were actually there, but they were commented out. So I need to like restart the app again. Hot binding, unbinding. We have this here. So let me restart this whole app again. Let's see where we are. Next. Just enter a random password. Click login. Oh yeah. Now we have this. So this is basically the card widget. Yeah. This is basically the card widget. So we have this now.